Hello. Hello indeed. Yes. Should I turn on the camera? Which is my new favorite pet word for the camera. It's it used to be darling. Now it's camera. I'm kidding. I'm being weird. I'll just turn it on now. Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian, and welcome back to Tex Murphy Tesla Effect. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I've streamed on Sundays. Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Today is the day. I mean, I've already explained why previous, on Tuesday when I streamed Unforeseen Incidents. Festival happened last week, and this week was just, my vacation sort of thing. Sunday, a week before, I tried streaming this and it got a bit weird, getting dropped frames everywhere, and the game was just running fantastically bad, and I decided to, just shut the stream down, and then 5 minutes later boot it back up because then I'd found the solution in OBS to stop getting dropped frames and stuttering video and all that. So it was a bit of a weird stream, the first one. Hopefully this one will be better. I haven't messed with any of the settings, so hopefully we should have a very good time today. Hello Syriar and Avusl and Chaos Theory in the chat. Good evening or good day, whatever. Good thing to you, wonderful gentlemen. Bit of housekeeping first. I am in the audio lounge in the SQH Discord, so Patreon backers can jump in and voice chat with me if they so choose or desire. I can also fire up Parsec so you can watch the stream with no lag instead of lag. Again, that goes out to Patreon subscribers. Actually, I think I'm going to do that now, just in case anyone wants to jump in, because it's hard to sit in the commentary lounge and have to wait for Twitch to catch up, even if it's just like a 5 to 10 second lag. So I'm gonna do that now. Just add this thing, stick it in Le Discord. Here we go. There you go. So if anyone wants to jump in and watch the stream with no lag and commentate with me, that's all over on the SQH Discord. And now let us boot up the game. And it's gonna get a bit loud at first, and then I will turn it down. Because one thing that I learned on Tuesday is that you are in fact supposed to leave some room in the audio for commentators. So my new trick is to turn down the game in Windows instead of in OBS. So here we go. That should be a bit better, hopefully. There we are. One last thing I need to check in OBS is the compressor. So if things get a little bit loud, then you should still be able to hear my loving lilting voice. Yes. Well, that's a bit of a suspect save game. Like I said, it's been about 2 weeks since I played this, but alright, I'll go unencrypt my stick. From what I recall from last time, we had a walk around Chandler Avenue. It's been 7 or 8 years since Tex has since set foot here. He's a bit of a dickhead. Look, oh, I thought I could just... Never mind. And... looking around... I see no dropped frames. See a little bit of a stutter, but I hope you guys can live with that. It is stuttering a little bit on my end as well. It's a strange thing. This game came out... I mean, it's not the most intensive game I've ever played, and...
another Mike and Ike hammer. Candy Cane Confidential.
Maybe my computer's just tired today.
It's a Mike and Ike hammer candy comic. Citizen Candy Cane.
These are just collectibles. I have no idea why I'm picking this shit up.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer Candy comic, The Sweet and Sour Lady. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office.
Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got here.
I'll need to find a computer whiz to break the encryption on this memory stick.
Computer whiz, you say? Oh, I can't jump. Q just pops up the inventory thing, which is neat. Didn't actually know about that little shortcut.
Behind Rook's pawn shop is a dirty, ugly alcove that reminds me a lot of Rook himself.
He's not a computer whiz, though. Hey, look, a pulley! Broken zipline trolley. Yeah, I'll have that.
No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me.
Oh god, Pug's head.
Oh, I remember the day I came back to my office to that grisly sight.
But the videos play nice. Okay, cool. Things are looking up. Yes.
I tried for an hour to get Pug's head out of the water cooler, but it was no dice. The police showed up and thought about grilling me until they realized Pug was a mutant. And it was like they couldn't care less.
I guess people are a little apprehensive about taking that bottle back for deposit.
Yeah, with the head still in it, holy shit. But it sounded like it broke, didn't it? I mean, there's a crash outside, and then... Okay, never mind. Chaos Theory says, doesn't mind a little bit of a frame drop. That's cool. Very happy that you would think so, and there's a little bit of a frame drop on my end as well, so I think we should be good. Small wheel! Do I combine these two? How does that work? I drag this one down here, and this one down here. Repaired.
That'll work.
Thanks, Kevin Murphy. So glad you decided to join us. He's not actually in the audio lounge. He's just the in-game computer. In case anyone was wondering if I'm besties with Kevin Murphy from Mystery Science Theater, I'm actually not. I don't know the gentleman. He seems like a very nice one, though. The basketball. What I really love is that they apparently went back and found all the old videotape that was shot for Under a Killing Moon and redigitized it, so this is not just captured directly from Under a Killing Moon.
Yeah, I used to come back here and
This is actually the original footage that they've redigitized.
10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360. He's fouled.
Although that might actually have been caught up or captured from Under a Killing Moon. Oh god. The pod.
It's Rook's hydropod guard.
Oh god.
Whenever I see this, I think of Gordon Fitzpatrick from my Pandora case.
We get more flashbacks. We get easily distracted around here.
I've got anti-hydrogen pods on board, and I've got to get us as far away from Earth as possible.
Pods?
Pods. Anti-hydrogen.
And the subtitles of, like...
He wasn't from around here, or even from this solar system.
Wait, what the fuck just happened? The scene just sort of cut out, and... the subtitles were all over the place, and... Oh, shit. That was not my fault. I don't remember this alley being back here. I remember the Rook's pawn shop just sort of ends here. I mean, there's this big fence going over... Oh well. He must have remodeled, redecorated.
I didn't know there was that much polyester left in the world.
Rook's laundry, yeah. The game is kind of chugging. Thankfully, the stream is doing fine, but the game is kind of chugging along on my end. Oh wait, I've already looked at this one. Never mind. Can I?
We met a charming fellow named Jackson.
Yeah, can we skip that, please?
I'm gonna...
Yeah, thank you.
I thought this would have ended up in the Andes Mountains.
Okay, computer whiz. We're getting distracted. We're getting very distracted because, you know, the performance drop is doing my head in. Voozle says, I fired up ScumVM today only to remember how I lost all my configured settings in save games due to my PC's profile corruption over a month ago. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, knock on wood. Hope that never happens to me. Oh dear God, Inspector Burns Barbecue. Burnt to perfection. Inspector Burns from Under a Killing Moon. The children's children's TV host who got a bit like a bad face burn, and he was telling people about fire safety. Is one of the cruelest jokes in Under a Killing Moon.
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it tastes just like arson in your mouth.
Yum. Can I come in?
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint.
I guess not.
It tastes just like arson in your mouth.
Can I go in here?
It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Okay, fine. How about the electronic shop, which is open? And he did say computer whiz.
Williams, owner of the electronic shop, is tied to organized crime. Well, we've had our problems in the past. For example, the last time I was here, he shot my credit card into 1,000,000 pieces. I'm hoping he's in a little better humor today and doesn't blow my brains out, or even worse.
Hopefully not worse. That's a nice close-up.
Okay, I don't want any trouble.
Okay, time to get the chat involved. Do we give him a history lesson? Do we just pay our debt because apparently we're always in debt? Or are we on the same page? Because, you know, we've all got our hands up. Let's just call these A, B, C, and D. Can't remember how we did. Oh, last time we did north, west, east, and south. Yeah, let's actually do that. But yeah, everyone is going for A. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't know, I mean, there are only 8 people in the chat so far, so you all know the rules. But the rules are, first 3 votes that come in the chat, the majority vote of those is the one I'm going to pick. And if it's a tie, then the 4th vote will be the tiebreaker. Excuse me, I'm still kind of stuffed up from the flu, so every once in a while I just have to... There you go. Everyone seems to be on the same page with this one, so let's just go with the history lessons.
Last time I was here, you shot my credit. Literally.
Why do you keep hassling me about that? That was years ago. I paid back all those interest charges. Plus interest.
Plus interest. Apparently, we've been kind of a dick to him in the past 8 years. Is there a government oversight or a Yelp review, or do I just have forgotten talents that none of us know anything about? I think these 2 people are you know, talking over each other's heads. So, starting from now, will we north, west, east? There's no south, so northwest or east. Government oversight. Zeriar says east. Forgotten talents. Yeah, I like this one. Yelp reviews. It's like a fun one too, but yeah, let's just go with forgotten talents.
Remind me, how did I get you to do that?
Everyone knows what happens to people who get on your bad side. Only one reason you ever come in here, and it ain't to buy anything. You know all our stuff is junk.
We do actually, but maybe it's time to rebrand. Or maybe we should look into exactly why we got this guy scared all of a sudden, because he was kind of scary in the Pandora Directive. Or maybe it's just, you know, let's just piss him off. Just go, hey, poor management, you suck. And Dario says west, we'll investigate, yes.
I just want to know what's going on upstairs.
Look, the guys upstairs don't want any trouble either. They said you can have whatever you want at cost. You can even put it on credit. Then I'll just tear up the bill.
Wow, that's a nice deal. Dead men tell no tales. Apparently, you can just threaten him. Or, actually, that's one of the, Chaos Theory says west on this one. Won't get fooled again. Here's one of my problems with Tesla Effect, is that these options are not as, let's say, well integrated into the dialogue system. Most of the time, you just don't know what exactly you're picking. Won't get fooled again. What the, I mean, I know that's a reference to The Who song, and it's also, you know, you don't want to get fooled again. Please don't pull the wool over my ass. But what does any of this mean? So I think they were a bit better with this in Pandora and Overseer.
Oh no, I am not falling for that one again. I'm just here to find out about that dead guy upstairs and what he was up to.
Look, I know how much you hated Maldonado, and I probably shouldn't have let him use the second floor. But he was paying cash, and he kept a low profile. So I thought it was all good. I didn't know what he was doing up there, and I didn't want to know.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, on the top of the electronics shop. That's where the competing PI's little room was, and he was keeping an eye on my hotel room. So we can actually intimidate him, or we can humble brag, as in, well, he's not there anymore because, well, we didn't actually kill him or anything. We spent several hours locked in one of those stasis tubes. But North, you better, you bet.
So how about you answer a few questions for me, and maybe things will end up a little better for you than they did for, say, Carlos?
Alrighty, Heidi. We might as well get this one out of the way first.
I sell items to customers, not purchase them.
Well, okay, so he's not our dude. But we can ask about... Actually, this might be a good time to just get a quick plot dump out of the way, so I'm just going to run through all of this.
Look, I told the cops I wasn't here, which is technically true. I just parked out back when I heard the gunshots, so I just started the engine right back up and got the hell out.
That's how you do, I guess.
You live there, so I'm not going to say a thing about it.
It's a shithole, I know it.
I do love Louie's cooking. Just don't ask what's in it and you'll be fine.
It's people.
All I know is you ain't the same guy that came slinking in here 7 years ago.
No, I'm 7 years older. And a bit of a dick, actually.
You the man, okay? We good?
Such conviction in that line.
I saw him bring in some cameras, so he must have been recording the surveillance. But whatever he had got confiscated by the cops.
Except for my little memory stick.
Sure, Maldonado was a creep, but his money spent just the same. He said he needed to do a stake out of the Ritz. Didn't mention any specific names. Didn't sound like a big deal, and he was offering a good chunk of change.
Well, nothing wrong with that, I guess. And we do have to look into Chelsea's death. Last time when we played, in the last episode, the chat was very adamant that we follow up every time someone asks about Chelsea. And apparently that's the only way. The game's very specific about this. The only way to actually find out what happened to Chelsea at the end of Tex Murphy Overseer is to just, whenever possible, ask about Chelsea. Ask about Chelsea every time.
Sorry to hear about that. Is that what turned you into Mr. Badass?
Okay, that didn't do anything.
I think he's the one who came by to check in on Maldonado. Must have been a client. Don't know anything else about him.
Mason Bauers. A lot of names here. A lot of names I should be catching up on.
Let's just leave me out of this, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
That place opened up a couple of months ago. Doesn't look like my kind of joint.
Alright, leaving. That had nothing to do with me. How about good old rookie boy?
The little gremlin who runs the pawn shop. I've heard that his hard shell is hiding the heart of gold. But if it was, he'd cut it out himself with a rusty soup can.
Everyone in this game gets introduced in a very uncomfortable close-up.
Murphy! Here, let me look at you. Louis told me something terrible has happened. I've been worried sick.
I highly doubt it! Oh, no, okay, back we go with the chat here. No touchy-feely. Or a quick update, or just remind him that they actually used to hate each other. Like, really antagonize each other. Oh, well, not hate, technically not hate, but, there was some, let's say, friendly animosity between these two. So, quick update, Siriar says.
Well, I appreciate the concern, but other than a weird case of amnesia, I'm fine.
But Louis says you're behaving like a totally different person.
There, and back again. Again, we can go back to describing our relationship in the past, or, well, it's not me, it's you. And just start antagonizing him again. Because here's my theory here is that because Tex turned into an utter swine, like a badass, he actually got in good with Rook. And they actually became buddies. That's all he needed was someone to give as good as he got. Or I don't fucking know. The way we were.
Since when do you care about what happens to me? Don't tell me your little Grinch heart has grown 3 sizes in the last 7 years.
Oh, sorry, I said
Oh,
north. I'm sorry.
Please don't tell me that lump on your head has turned you back into the pathetic, pestering PI I used to know. This is a nightmare.
It has. Now I recognize you. Or we can have sarcastic sympathy. Or just, ooh, I was under a spell for the last 8 years, 7 years. Sorry, Siriar. I picked just a second before your message came in on the chat. Now, again, I have to remember there's a bit of a delay on the chat as well. So I brought this ridiculously oversized bottle of water to celebrate this fact. Ah, yes. Sirius S. West, now I recognize you.
Now that's the Rook I know. For a minute, I thought you'd started carrying a song in your heart.
It's temporary, though, right? A side effect? Please tell me you'll be changing back.
No. Get real. Texmas Carol. Ah, yes. There was a moment there, but now I've regained the song of my people in my heart, and I believe in the magic of Christmas again. Chaos Theory said the sarcastic one. I do like the sarcastic one. Sorry, again, bit of a lag there. I think this one is more of a straight let's get to business. This one has a bit of heart in it. A bit of, you know, and this one is just, ooh.
Hold on. Are you telling me the text I turned into was not pathetic and pestering? Those are my secret weapons.
Look, Murphy, I'll grant you have some detective skills, but it was all relentless, annoying banter and endless questions to me. Imagine my surprise when, over the past few years, you turned into someone I could actually tolerate.
Imagine my surprise as well. Repulsed by the thought. 10 things you love about me. Or let's, start defining words here. You may notice I'm not actually polling the chat, and that's, not gonna. There's a bit of an internal time limit as well, so I can tell Siriar is the one who's really into this, and so whatever comes in here, I'll just pick what Siriar does. Now remember, Siriar is the one back when I streamed the Pandora Directive who actually got us on the Mission Street path, the good guy path, which is very hard to get. So I have the utmost faith that Siriar will lead us to glory.
No kidding. So what was it you loved most about the new me?
You cut out all the chit-chat and became a no-nonsense customer who pays in cash. You always seem to have plenty of cash.
Oh, so that's why you loved me. Oh, yeah. Well, unfavorable comparison. Again, I wish there was more context in some of these. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was just rose-tinted glasses about Pandora and Overseer. I think they did better with making funny options in dialogue that you had sort of an idea of where it was going, and some of these just seem very obtuse. Someone else will have to weigh in on that one. It's just a feeling. It's just a sense that I have. Fair weather friends, unfavorable comparison, or just the facts? Let me know. First one in the chat gets the pick. North, maybe. Well, I will go with North.
Oh, I get it. All of a sudden, I get some dough, and suddenly we're best friends. So how'd it come up with so much cash?
Well, how should I know? I mean, if I'd asked you that 2 days ago, you would have punched me in the face.
All right, let's do that. Could be fun. You know what? Sorry, not gonna poll the chat on this one. I'm just gonna go with this one. It's the best one.
Well, I'd be more than happy to do it now, if it'd help.
Oh, very funny. I'll admit, Murphy, you do have a certain charm. It makes my skin crawl.
Cheerio, Sophie. Okay, back to beauty chips, just the facts, or old person humor. This one's gonna piss him off, isn't it? So is this one, actually. So, which one would you like me to piss him off with? Or, if you do, if you want, we can just skip and go just the facts. I do quite like the banter between Rook and Tex, though. Beauty tips and East. Oh, we need a tiebreaker here. Beauty tips or old person humor. So who else is in the chat? Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory, we're gonna need you in here. But like I said, the banter between Doug Vandergrift and Chris Jones, the two actors here, because Doug was the artist, the graphics artist, main graphic artist at Access Software, and Chris Jones was his boss, and also the designer of you know, the Tex Murphy games. It plays Tex Murphy, so the banter between them is quite real, and they play off each other beautifully. So it's very nice to see that in like glorious 4K video, although this is obviously not 4K today. Am I gonna have to pick between? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pick between these two. No, Chaos Theory says E, old person humor.
Well, if your skin crawls anymore, you're not gonna have a face. So why don't you tell me what me and my charm have been buying around here, and then I'll get out of here.
All my transactions are done in strictest confidence. That hasn't changed.
Okay. There's a lot of dialogue options, and I think there are more dialogue options in this game than there are in any of the other Tex Murphy games. Usually it would be like 3 or 4 dialogue options, and then it would be straight on into, you know, questions, the Q&A portion of it. Okay, seriously, a little help here. Unveiled warning. Seriar's already going with the East. There's also a personality comparison. Or, seriously, a little help here. This one is not gonna win us any favors. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seriar's.
You know, sounds like to me, if I get my memory back, you don't want to be on my bad side.
Ooh,
Fine.
smoldering.
I don't know anything that could possibly explain what's happened to you. Believe me, I'd tell you if I did. Now I suppose this is where you ask if I mind answering a few questions, but this is not for old time's sake.
Okay, then. First of all, let's talk about me memory loss so we can get up to speed here.
Years ago, after Chelsea disappeared, you came to me looking for leads to some valuable items, among them a lost Fabergé egg. You left the street for a long time. When you returned to Chandler Avenue, you seemed like a different person, darker, more dangerous.
Dark and dangerous. Yeah, he's got my number. Also, yes, East does start with E, which also stands for evil. What about this Mason guy?
That's the man you think was abducted? The one I saw being chased down the street? I never heard his name before you told me.
Okay.
I heard a commotion and saw a crazed man running willy-nilly down the street and 2 other men in pursuit.
And that was Mason Bauers. So this is not the dude who went in and freed us from the stasis tube. I don't think he ever actually told us his name. God damn it, Nose, would you stop it? This is charming, isn't it? Alright. How about the surveillance-y thing? Actually, let's ask about the competing PI on the plot.
Maldonado? He puts the PI in pig. I think you two had something of a rivalry going on.
It's small time. I was big fish. Fuck you.
Why would I know anything about that? If the police confiscated it, I suggest you talk to the police about it.
Oh yes, but we already do have it. Yes, it's right here. It's encrypted. It's a stick. Would you
What
like
is
it?
that?
Okay, never mind. I forgot. You only deal in antiquities. Okay, let's ask about Chelsea.
I'm sure you know much more about that than I. Some say you know exactly what happened.
How about that punch in the face? Would you like that?
I knew she'd get nothing but trouble being with you.
Well, fuck you then.
I was hoping they would tear that flop house down. And they would have too if it weren't for that meddling Clint.
Did he forget his line halfway through? Fuck, where's my cue card? There.
Such an upbeat, chipper little man. Utterly obnoxious. I went there once, never again. What with that herbal tea and incense, it's a veritable gas chamber.
Ooh. Yeah. So 3 Cars to Midnight is Archie Ellis's new shop, incidentally, if you're just catching up on that one. I was kind of... It's a reference, like Richard Cobbett, I believe, told me during the last stream. It was a reference to a card game that Big Finish Game put out that's also called 3 Cards to Midnight or something, but screw it.
Louis' niece is an absolute delight. What she sees in you is an absolute mystery.
Fair enough.
A prince among men makes me wish I could still eat solid food.
What, did he turn into a turtle? What the fuck?
I understand you have a thing for holograms. Maybe she's just your type.
I don't think so. Oh, what does he think of Tex Murphy? Oh, I'll ask.
You became a sullen, short-tempered bully. And I miss that desperately.
Oh, shit.
Next question. At least he knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Okay.
Now that Rooks is open, I'll bet his back gate's open too.
I was just there, wasn't I? God, I wish I could get rid of the stutter. The stutter was not here when I played it the first time. Also, every time I go through it, it's just... Yeah, I was here. There's an anvil.
Lord knows what I could do with an anvil, but it might be useful.
That was not here a second ago. God damn it, what is up with this frame rate? Come on. Gonna have to go into the video. Maybe putting this thing in full screen will help. Nope, it didn't. God damn it. Then I guess there's nothing for it but to restart the computer. I'm not gonna do that. Well, playing it in full screen is very nice. Fortunately, I can't keep doing that. The cropping is all wrong. Yeah, for Twitch. So there we go. There we go. Knights Templar, Lord Protector of the Avenue.
Looks like Rusty's Fun Mass building has been converted into a Knights of the Templar clubhouse.
Well, can I go inside?
It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Yeah, Tex has no trouble whatsoever picking up and lifting like a fucking anvil. He's carrying it around in his pants right now.
Lord knows what I could do with an anvil, but it might be useful.
Did we... Here's a question. We need to de-encrypt this, this thing. And I think, I seem to remember that the dude who can decrypt our thing is actually the dude who works in the Inspector Burns barbecue. Not open yet, is it?
It's closed.
No.
Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Question is, should I go have a look at Carlos Maldonado's...
What the hell is that?
That's a SPO-pad, protecting the universe from imperfect life forms since 1967. It's like a mall cop with a 5,000 meter volt taser without a moral code. Be careful, Tex. I could get hurt.
This thing! See, we want to get in here. Have a look around. 555 dirtbag. This was not here the last time we went over here, so...
Police have been here and set up a SPO-pad security system.
Luckily, I think we can break in through other means.
It's locked. I won't be able to enter without proper identification.
Or at least walk up here and mess its shit up. There we go. Mr. Fuck You Pants.
Security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast.
Can I just drop an anvil on it? Is that what it's expecting me to do? It fucking is. That was a very Wile E. Coyote approach to that puzzle, but okay.
Wow, nothing is so simple or wonderfully effective as blunt force trauma.
You got a point.
Locked. I won't be.
Did we pick up? We did. Ding ding. Okay, we're in.
Wow, a place even sleazier than yours. And you have an animal print bedspread.
I know. It's really weird, isn't it? Does that say come on it? No, it says enjoy. Okay, thank fucking Christ.
Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle storytelling techniques. Maybe we could have been friends if you were alive.
I highly doubt it. Seemed like a bit of a sleazeball. Okay. Let's poke around his office. Roaches. Dead ones even. Nice.
It's the only Roach Hotel where you have a better chance of survival inside than outside. Well, even I wouldn't stoop so low as to reading someone's diary.
Of course you would. You're a fucking PI. It's what you do.
Hair cream. Glad I don't need this.
Who the hell is this?
Hello?
Could I speak to Carlos? Tex?
Hello.
Sorry, have we met?
Connection lost. Oh. That was fun.
The
Leaving.
woman knew me, but hung up quickly when she realized I didn't know her.
If we can find her, maybe we could get some answers.
She must have visited Chandler while she was doing business with Maldonado. Maybe someone around here will recognize the photo.
Okay, so who was the mystery woman? And I didn't even know the VidPhone was dialing, or ringing is the word I'm looking for. Hashtag second language.
Larry Hammond wasn't really a mutant.
Oh, Larry. Good old Larry. Hostile pasta, baby.
I wanted to make sure you came here alone.
Well, I hope you were more careful about being followed than I was.
Now, I have a very strong sense of self-preservation. I even brush my teeth carefully.
Goth Clint Howard, anyone? And anyone? I mean, everyone.
Man, he sure looked like one.
He wasn't a mutant? Who the hell wrote that line? Of course he was a mutant. The whole point was that Carl... no, wait, sorry. Whoever the fuck it was. That dude who masterminded the Overseer Project hired mutants. I don't mean J. St. Gideon. I mean Aaron Connors with all the blue spaghetti hanging off his face. I forget what the fuck his character's name was. But he was the project leader, and the whole point was he only hired mutants. Because they're underappreciated, they're talented, and all of this stuff.
Yuck. There's gum in this shoe.
Because he's a gumshoe. Get it? Can I spook around with this phone some more?
The problem with VidPhones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom anymore. Well, you shouldn't.
I call people from my bathroom all the time. The trick is to not turn on the camera. Although I have done that once.
Ew. Even I have a higher standard of living. And I've eaten dog food before.
He does, actually. Oh, what's this?
What's this?
Now I'm just parroting whatever he's saying. Hello.
It's a key to the exclusive llama club.
I'd walk a kilometer for a llama. That's a very obscure Tex Murphy reference. Kudos if you got it.
It's the depressed man's kitchen. His filing techniques are crude at best.
Well, kind of suits my style, I think. None of this opens, incidentally. This looks like, you know, a puzzle from Space Quest 6, doesn't it? If you know what I mean.
Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle
techniques. Shut up.
Maybe we could have been friends.
Oh,
Alive.
I forgot. I have the flashlight. The flashlight will highlight objects in the room that deserve closer inspection. Nothing seems to be popping up at the moment, though. That's okay. I think we've got what we came for. We've got a picture that we should show around to people. Actually, can I open this desk drawer? It's all I want in life. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do any of it. Off goes the flashlight. Out into the street I go. The chat is debating whether we should have dropped a piano or an anvil on that security thing. I'm gonna go with the piano is a bit harder to shift.
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
Hello, Mr. Weird Man. Photo of woman.
I might have seen this lady in here not long ago. Didn't catch your name.
Oh, well. Fucking good, are you? Let's ask about everything else.
That Holly is a real spitfire. I don't know how I feel about the whole holograms of people too thing, but yeah, why not?
Sure, if the hologram is well programmed, it's a person. Slade says, or Shade, sorry, says, didn't know Tex Murphy had 3D environments, only heard about it, was led to believe it was just FMVs, with the occasional clicking on a real picture. Oh, hell no. No. Tex Murphy is one of those game series that actually did FMV right. They put everything they had into Under a Killing Moon, which technically is the third game in the series, but it was the one that, you know, everyone remembers the most fondly. It was one of the first multi-CD games. It came on 4 discs, which was unheard of in 1994. It had a very rudimentary 3D engine. Well, actually not that rudimentary. It was state of the art for the time, but you know, with you know, today's standards, it's quite rudimentary. So it had both the look around a 3D world to interact and do all the adventure stuff, and then whenever you got into interrogations and, you know, plot dumps and stuff, then it would play FMVs. So it was basically, that game tried to be everything all at once, and did so very, very brilliantly, in fact.
I can't really talk about that.
Although don't ask
if she died
Louis about
the
it.
way the cops said she did, burned inside your speeder, it's just too much to think about. I keep a little hope that maybe she ain't dead at all. Or at least that maybe she died in a more peaceful way.
Froze to death inside my speeder, perhaps.
I'm no good with that computer stuff, but that little fella at the barbecue joint is a whiz. I'll bet he could get you taken care of.
My memory did serve me correctly, which is always a plus when it does that, because holy shit, is it shot.
You wouldn't remember him. He moved into the neighborhood a few years back. Not a pleasant man. I'll leave it at that.
Ah, so our PI friend was not exactly beloved at the Bruins do, which is a shame, because this is where all the street talk goes. Yes. Another little Tex Murphy reference for the super fans out there. Fuck am I saying?
So that so-and-so was spying on you. You and I wasn't real close, so I couldn't say why he'd been doing that.
Hello, Red Star in the chat. Yes, playing more Tesla Effect. Sorry, the game is lagging a bit on my end this time. The stream is doing very well. So walking around outside is a little bit jerky, but other than that, having a good time. Hope you are too. King's Quest VIII tried to be everything from the games around this time and failed miserably. Oh. I don't know if, have I told you guys, on Friday next week, today's Sunday, so this coming Friday, I will be doing a live stream, an extra live stream, to help out my friend Steven Alexander, who sadly his kidney is gone to shit. So he needs a kidney transplant. There's a whole GoFundMe thing going up. I'm going to do a live stream in his honor. Not that he's dead or anything. He's not dead yet. He's, you know, just to drum up some, you know, it's a charity live stream. Let's call it that. And the theme is King's Quest. I will King's Quest for Steve. So I will undoubtedly get forced into at least giving Mask of Eternity a little whirl. Yes, I do believe King's Quest VIII is the Mask of Eternity one. King's Quest VII is the Princeless Bride. That's the Disney cartoon one. So yeah, King's Quest for Steve on Friday at, shit, is it 10 or 11 p.m.? I'll get back to you on that. There's a tweet out. I think I said 11. p.m. Don't hold me to that. I didn't plan on this plug, by the way.
Zach don't come in here a whole lot. I guess he don't like my food much.
How about Rook?
Yeah, same old ornery cuss he ever was. Don't bother me none.
What the fuck is going on?
Used to it.
Glitching audio. That video file was not in the best of health. Please be King's Quest 6. Avuzal, actually, I will be playing a bunch of King's Quest games. We had Darth Helmet and I in the SQH Discord had a bit of a chat of what games I should play, and he started suggesting playing, much like I did with Space Quest, play the weird ones. So, in addition to just playing some of the normal games, not finishing any of them, just playing them and, you know, having a grand old bitch fest about them, also get in and play the Master System version of King's Quest 1, and playing the NES version of King's Quest 5, and even doing, yes, an audio-swapped version of King's Quest 5, the CD-ROM version. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And I will try and get past the stupid wizard in King's Quest 3. Which I've never been able to do, and I've, played that game since I was a kid. But long story short, this coming Friday, King's Quest for Steve. Are we open now? Yes, we are.
Into Inspector Burns' barbecue, I think I'm having a stroke. But no, burning toast is their special today. Behind the counter is the kid who Louis referred me to.
Hey, there's a Polygon lady wandering back and forth in there. And here she is, decidedly less polygonal. She's got a burn mark on her cheek. This is a weird place.
Welcome to Inspector Burns' barbecue. My name is Mojo. Special today is chili con carnage. They'll destroy your hunger as well as your taste buds. Order when you're ready.
Is he playing a hidden object game? Name pun, fairy tale pun, or culinary colonoscopy. North, west, east. There is no south. Red Star says, will you be playing the entire weekend? No, I'll just be playing bits. I won't be finishing any of the game. Summer says C, which is this one over here. And Syriar says B, so we're going to need a little tie-breaky thing here. Oh, damn, Avuzal says that one of the LPers he watches does all the crappy ports of King's Quest games, so I'm not the first one to do it, but I will be the first to bitch extensively about it, and also have no idea what I'm getting into. But we are playing Tex Murphy today. Between these two, if no one's going to tie-break this shit, between these two, I'm going to go with the culinary colonoscopy. No, Summer didn't tie-break, she just voted twice. On the same thing. So I'm going to go with this one. I like this one.
A hammy vice. A ham, cheese, and habanero corn dog, deep fried and wrapped in bacon. Does that come with a free colonoscopy?
Hey, you're Tex Murphy.
That's true.
You're Mojo. What a shagadelic name, baby, yeah!
My real name is Mordecai Josephus.
I like that better.
Well, that's my real name, too.
No way!
Yeah, well, it's pretty close. It's actually Tiberius, James Tiberius. And my mom, she starts calling me Tibby. And, well, I had to come up with something that I could live with.
The ultimate Tex Murphy trivia.
He's lying, isn't he? I mean, his real name is not Tiberius.
I don't mean to geek out on you here, but you're Tex Murphy. Badass private eye. Man out of time. Always quick with a joke. Or his fist. What are you doing in a dump like this?
What am I doing with it? Oh, hit him where it hurts. Or I'm here an exterminator. Or we could just play nice. Because the guy just wants a friend. I wonder if he's a fan of ours from before or after we went much of the badassery. I will have a drink of oversized water. Summer says north, where is the exterminator? Yeah, I don't think... the dude doesn't take much pride in his job, obviously, so... Oh, Syrier says West. Oh. I don't want to make short jokes about this guy. I mean, because I think you can actually just absolutely roast this guy. No pun intended. I'm gonna have to go with this one, guys. I don't want to break the little dude's spirit. Also, I very much doubt if Red Star can probably answer this. If Tex was not lying, if his real name is actually Tiberius, he must have been bullshitting this little dude.
Well, I wanted to find out what was incinerating all the cockroaches.
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
Not too. Okay, multitasking, wordplay, or strike a deal. We do want to get on this dude's good side, by the way. We need him to Jiminy Jab our little USB stick. So, I don't know. Did we let him wear our hat for 5 minutes or something? I don't know. Multitasking, wordplay, or strike a deal. I think we're moving into what are you guys? What were you doing on that computer? Is there anything I can? Yeah, Syrier says east. That would be the striking of deals.
I'll tell you what. You buy me lunch, we'll call it even.
Oh, you don't want to eat here. The food really will burn your face off. Inspector Burns is a bitter man. So, what are you working on? Wait, let me guess. Some kind of case just dropped in your lap. Seems like a small-time job, but there are tons of loose ends leading in all kinds of directions, and you are blindly getting nowhere.
Yeah, also, wait, really? See, I've never been much of a fan of, you know, the protagonist meets his biggest fan. That whole trope is, I really don't like it. It was one of the reasons why I never played any of the Tales of Monkey Island games, because the first thing you do in the first episode of Tales of Monkey Island is you run into Guybrush's biggest fan. And yeah, I've had people tell me the games get progressively better, or the episodes get better throughout the game, and that character in particular is not as annoying as she first appears to be. But my god, I hate the trope of, you know, the protagonist, especially a long-running protagonist, running into his or her biggest fan. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. 2 votes for North. Red Star says she can go ask if his real name is Tiberius. I thought they gave it because lots of people were asking for it. Now see, the whole thing about Tex Murphy's first name is there's like a running joke in the Pandora Directive about how Tex is not his real name. There's a I think there's a rocking horse or something you can look at in Tex's bedroom, and you get a flashback to his childhood where it was an electrical powered rocking horse, and it shot him straight into the ceiling. And that's around the time that his brothers and sisters started calling him Tex. But his first name, his actual first name, is never mentioned. He always goes by Tex. All the bills are always made out to Tex and such. So that's sort of the running joke is no one knows what Tex's first name really is. And if it is Tiberius, if they just dropped that bomb here and it wasn't meant sarcastically, frankly, I'm a little disappointed.
Well, yeah, that is kind of what's happening.
Oh, I could help you.
Yes, you could. Yes, your powers for evil. There is an opening. Now, please roll into my office. Was that too far? I don't know. It seemed... I mean, this is a Tex Murphy game. You're allowed to be a little sarcastic. Plus, the dude is obviously on the ball here. Or doubtful. Did it get warm in here all of a sudden? West. Yes, there is an opening. Yes.
Well, I could use a good caterer.
You are killing me. Look, Mr. Murphy, you fancy yourself as sort of a timeless classic, a PI archetype for the ages. You know your way around the crime scene, but it's no secret that you're not so good at high-tech gadgets. That's where I come in.
Yes, I need a sidekick. Admission, defensive, or optimism. Remember I was bitching earlier about how the options in the game weren't as good? This is my definition of good writing with the option. Granted, it's not funny, but you know exactly what you're gonna get. It's sort of the mood of the response, and I think for some of the responses in this game, they went a little overboard with, you know, quipping instead of presenting the mood of the response. All right, we got a bunch of votes here for East, so we're just gonna go with optimism. Yes, yes, you can be my sidekick. Anyway, that's one of the things I hope they will really sort of rein in with Poison Pawn, is actually make the options funny, yes, but also give the player a sense of where it's going. Doesn't have to be like, you know, like LucasArts, where you type out the entire response the text is going to give. I don't mean that. Make it less obtuse.
Well, now that you mention it, there might be something you can help me with.
Ding, ding, ding. I will give you stick.
Sure, I can decrypt the memory stick, no problem. It may take a while, at least a day.
Okay, we'll come back to him next day. Let's just run through all of this shit.
Like Inspector Burns says, it all tastes the same when your tongue's charred.
Ouch. Do you know this woman?
Who's that?
Apparently not. Do you know Rook?
Comes in here all the time to eat, just so he can complain.
Thought you said he didn't eat solids. Well, and again, chili con carne is not really that solid.
He says he likes barbecue, so I'm not sure why he eats here.
Okay, how about our rival down the street?
The guy you hired to take photos of your cheating wife. You're the guy they hired to beat the crap out of the guy you catch with your wife.
Oh, so he's a fan of ours, you know, 7 years. Tough guy, right.
You think Maldonado was spying on you? Not surprising.
Okay, so that's all you got.
Sorry you lost her, but man, did you ever get an attitude. Me and Archie are buds.
Okay, cool.
So glad Archie opened up his shop here. He's like a god at all this conspiracy stuff. Chelsea Bando. The Nora to your Nick. I wish I could have met her.
Creeping me out here, dude.
Inspector Burns has tried to torch the Bruin stew at least twice.
Has he?
Sometimes I spend hours just thinking about what kind of baby she and I would have together.
Okay, now you're seriously creeping me out. That's a hologram, first of all.
I just can't believe I got a chance to meet my idol.
Alright, I am leaving now. You're
Another
weird.
item on my to-do list today is checking out Maldonado's regular office that's on the street.
I did that. I did that, Tex. I was just there. What, do you mean something's changed in there? I mean, that's how I got all these businesses to open. Hello! Has anything changed in here? I guess not. Hello, hello, sparkle, sparkle. Nope. Bullshitting me, game. Okay, so what we need to do is find the trigger that advances the day, and I think I will bum around for a bit, because there are some interesting secrets hiding around on Chandler Avenue, and I was talking about those in the previous stream as well. I want to go find some of them. There's I believe there's a golf simulator, or not a you know, not an entire golf simulator, but there's a room with a golf thing in it, and Tex tries to play it and it just falls to pieces on him, and it's funny, and that's a door you can't open. And I think I'm gonna get my flashlight out for this, because I believe it is one of, I mean, you sort of have to go down one of these, you know, creepy alleyways into some of these abandoned buildings. I think, did I walk up and down this particular alley like 1,000 times during the last stream? I think I did. Coit Tower, don't need to go up there yet. Maybe you can go in here. Ah, yes. That's a nice vista of, well, the back of the Ritz Hotel and some other bullshit. Can't quite get in there.
Another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Tootsie Rolled.
If you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm not entirely sure myself, but if that whole building, if this whole building was just to get that one fucking comic book, then color me disappointed. Right? Fall down here. I actually don't know if you take falling damage. I doubt it. I mean, it's a fucking adventure game. I seem to remember it's... Maybe it is up here. One of these... Yeah. Yeah, one of these rooms up here you can walk into. Well, not this one, obviously, but you can come in from the back. Wandering around Coit Tower. Now, Coit Tower was never actually a level you could walk around in previous Tex Murphy games. Oh, he's supposed to be able to come in down there somewhere. Oh, that's a wall. Coit Tower was always just an FMV scene. You couldn't actually walk up to it. And as a kid, not knowing anything about San Francisco landmarks and shit, I didn't know that Coit Tower was actually a real place. Thought it was just a funny name that they invented for the game. So, shows what kind of a clever kid I was. All of these are boarded up. You can't actually go in here, but you are. There is a way in here. I'm dead fucking certain of it. Can I come up? Please, can I get up there? I'm kind of stuck on some architecture here. See, I can almost get in there. Come on, you fucker. Climb up the hill. Damn it. Almost had it. Maybe I just need to run. Why am I spending so much time on this? I have no idea. Hope you're entertained.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
It's mighty fascinating. Now get up this fucking stairway. Am I supposed to come around from this side? God damn it! I want to get in there. Maybe I need a running start. Scoot. Nope, can't actually walk up this thing. God damn it. Go and try and jump from Coit Tower. Now there's an idea. Also, I don't know if it's because my computer's lagging a bit. Jump from Coit. This is weird advice, actually, but yeah. Alright, I'll have you.
My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh?
Prosthetic nose kills me every time. Circus peanuts. Ah, can I jump over this? Nope. You were saying you cannot drop and fall. You cannot fall down and die. I can actually throw myself off of this thing, but I'm not gonna do that yet. All right, I'll give up on this for now. But you guys saw there is a little secret room hiding up there, and I believe that's where they hid the Patreon. No, not Patreon. Kickstarter backers. It's in there. You can come through here. Bullshit. That's gonna bother me for a long ass time, isn't it? Okay, fine. Let's go and talk to people instead. Actually, hang on. One last thing. One last thing. I think there's a secret room over here as well. I remember just finding these savant school for the intellectually gifted. Oh, this is where the Kickstarter backers are. I wonder what the hell's in that other room then.
Very distinguished. Well, winter is coming.
Meow.
Whoa, that player be mean mugging me. Well, this joker might have taken submit a headshot too seriously. Yeah, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Oh, what a strong jawline you have.
These are all Kickstarter backers that placed a high enough tier to actually be put in the game and have a sarcastic quip by Tex Murphy himself.
The key to life is not taking it seriously and riding sharks. Oh, he looks great in a suit. Cutest couple, class of 2022. Class clown, class of 2022.
Alright, not going to look at all of these. I am, however, going to go up these stairs. And continue. Nice little alcove here for no fucking reason. Continue up these stairs and get one of these stupid comic books.
Mike and Ike Hammer Candy comic, Licorice Rope.
Okay, so I believe there are 2 of those hidden buildings or buildings you can wander into and see Kickstarter backers in. This is not the place with the golf. Okay, now we will carry on with the plot. Sorry, bit of a detour there. It's near the warehouse. Yeah, alright, sorry. In which case, I'm actually even more fascinated about this thing up here because it looks like something you can actually climb up and wander around in. And I'm starting to think maybe I've never actually been in there. So I'm starting to think maybe I should look up no clips or something. What the hell is this? Oh, that's the robot-y thing.
Say, many robots and cyborgs end up down here. They get hooked on old Chihuahua motor oil, and they stumble.
As I made it
We have to show this photo around.
As a paying customer earns you a modicum of goodwill, I suggest you use it judiciously.
Sorry, you lost me at modicum. Look, answer a few questions for me and I won't kick your butt when I get my memory back.
Lovely. Oh, she may have come by here. I can't be sure.
Oh, what fucking good are you then? Yeah, Red Star is correct. There are more Kickstarter backers in the Tesla building, which we'll get to in a later episode.
Just smelling the fumes coming off that establishment irritates my bowels.
And yet you go and eat there. You're a walking paradox, Rook. But I do seem to remember that there are 2 different buildings with Kickstarter backers in it on Chandler Avenue as well. Oh well. Enough of that. Maybe we should ask Clinty Boy, who does not seem to be in at the moment. I don't think we've actually been in here yet.
Heck, Malden. That buffoon always got credit for cases I solved.
Nice to see Texas, Chris's brother in the game.
If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk.
Or I could sneak behind and do all the job. No, actually. There's no job to do. Everything's just fucking empty over here. Let's just have a look through.
It's best not to sit on these couches, but if you do, you better be wearing a hazmat suit.
Use a complimentary vid phone?
Problem with vid phones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom anymore. Well, you the Presidio. I mean, the Palace of Fine Arts. No, wait, is it the Museum of Science? San Francisco just has too many landmarks.
And I can have a walk around the Ritz Hotel. Hello, Sapphire, domineering escort. Have you been a bad boy?
Sapphire, eh? That sounds like a fun new neighbor.
Can't really see anything. Okay, so these are just my digs. I mean, one of these doors leads into my office. And...
people who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be... needs a key.
oh, this door is special. Oh, I think I actually remember what happens in there. This door up here leads to my office.
Well, I had this door permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me.
Oh, Red Star says I'm remembering wrong. There is not another building on Chandler Avenue that has Kickstarter backers in it. It's been a while. Thanks for correcting me.
As I ring the bell, I expect Nilo, but another familiar face pops up from behind the counter. It's Clint. Looks like he's dabbled in some home plastic surgery to cover his empty eye socket. It's amazing what you can do with a tire patch, spray paint, and crazy glue.
Ah, Mr. Murphy, will you be needing some housekeeping done? I can't remember the last time we saw you around here.
This is a scary, scary angle. New staff, update the clerk, or bring up his past addiction. He is, of course, a recovered chocoholic. So, gonna put this in the chat. North, west, or east? Cheers. Seriar says west. We'll just update the clerk. I forgot his question already, actually. Will you be needing my face? Something. 2 votes for West.
Yeah, me neither. Don't know if you heard, but I had a little blackout.
I used to get brownouts. Louis' chocolate pie damn near put me in a coma every time.
Jesus Christ. So, again, we can bring up his addiction, which is, of course, the nice thing to do. Now, we can also ask what happened to the previous owner, Nilo, who was not at all pleasant. Actually got one of my... he had one of those really fun lines in the Pandora Directive, one I can't remember offhand. It had something to do with the way he was pronouncing words. Ah, fuck it. Never mind. EE for the love of the pun. A cuckoo for Coco. Yeah, I think I might actually go with this one too. Although I am kind of interested to know what happened to Nilo, but maybe we can ask him about that later.
So last time I saw you, Clint, it seemed like you were pretty loco for the cocoa.
Yeah, that chocolate stand was a bad idea.
A recovering addict's laugh. It's set in the subtitles.
We own this place. Bought it from Nilo a few years back.
Where'd he go? Out of business? Or Nilo's hobby? Nilo's hobby, as I recall, was setting up private cameras in people's rooms and charging for it. Although it wasn't really part of the plot of the Pandora Directive. It was just sort of hinted at that's what he did. He just ran around putting up cameras in people's rooms. But yeah, north, because this is what you wish. Where'd you go? Cool. Thank you.
Where did Nilo end up?
You mean Nellie? He got a sex change. Yeah, I don't know. He tried to pass himself off as his long-lost twin sister for a while, but that didn't fly.
Okay. Well, more power to him then. Ladder of success, out of business, or just curiosity, just random curiosity, I guess. Again, these are very well written, I think. This one is just, I mean, curiosity about what? Please, get better at this. You did so well in the Pandora Directive. Ladder of success, out of business, or random curiosity. North, ladder of success.
Well, you've come a long way, Clint. From living in a dumpster to owning your own dump.
But on the bright side, we've exterminated most of the roaches and reinforced the foundation after the big quake last year. And finally got real fire extinguishers, so no more painted-on safety features. We're up to a 3-star cubic zirconia rating in the Mutant Leisure blog spot now.
Cool. Nitpicky. Second home. Venture capitalist. Nitpick. Always, I mean, it's rather in Texas character to be a bit nitpicky. Second home. It was always his first home. He's always lived on... Actually, maybe not. Yeah, Tano says nitpicky.
Cubic zirconius, huh? Out of how many possible?
Well, they're not really clear about that, but it is an upgrade. It's mostly thanks to you, my #1 tenant. You pay up front, and I always throw in a little extra to make sure I keep an extra eye on your place.
Extra eye. Also, is the actor looking at the camera or off to the side? Sometimes I can't tell. Oh well. New digs. Yeah, he refurnished his apartment, hotel room. I don't know. Nice surprise or mathlete. Summer says, wait. Wait for what? Okay, I'll wait. I'm waiting. I'm excited. Summer says, is he the chocoholic from earlier games? The guy that was in the dumpster? Yes! And it's the same actor as well. And doing a fantastic job too. Syria says East for mathlete. Yeah, alright, I'll go with that.
Well, math isn't my strong point, but I think you're out of extra eyes.
Did anyone ever tell you that you make it hard to give good customer service?
It's come up a few times.
You're paid through the end of the year, just like every year. You hardly ever hear these days, but hey, let me get my nose out of your business. That sounded disgusting. Let's change the subject. What can I do for you?
Alright, here we go. Question time. Let's go through all of this shit. First of all, ask about me. Me.
You keep being my best tenant, and I'll be your biggest fan. Deal?
Deal.
The cops came by to ask me about that, but I wasn't here at the time. This may not be much, but it's mine, and I love it.
Yeah, seem really, really interested in it. Holes in Texas apartment.
Let's get the holes patched before you move out, or I will keep your security deposit. Nice guy, but he's got some screws loose. Dumbest name ever for a shop.
Oh, hey, I gotta do that one again.
Dumbest name ever for a shop.
Oh, God. How many text games are there? Shade asks. The first two are a bit weird, but they are technically part of the series. The first one was Mean Streets from 1989. It's a combined flight simulator, arcade game, and adventure game. Yep. The second one is Martian Memorandum from 1992, I believe, which is more of a straight-up point-and-click adventure game, but it is unforgivingly difficult, hard. It will dig you over at every turn it gets, every chance it gets, sorry, and at every turn. The third one was Under Killing Moon from 1994. The Pandora Directive followed in 1995. Tex Murphy Overseer followed in God knows when. Was it 97, 98, something like that? I don't know. And now we have Tesla Effect. And we've got The Poison Pond coming out this year. So there are 7 in total. The 7th one has not been released yet. You can ask Red Star about that one, because she's on the dev team for it. Spotlight.
Look, I know I used to joke with you about Chelsea being in love with me, but that was just my jealousy talking.
Probably next year, Red Star says. Alright, cool. I can wait.
That's Louis' niece, right? Tall, brunette. Oh.
Okay, did he just spring a boner? What the fuck happened?
I've got to steer clear of his diner. Too many chocolate memories. Look, I've had my own problems, as you know. I was in a kind of a dark place 7 years ago.
Yeah, dark chocolate.
Bitter, sometimes nuts, raisins. God help me, marshmallows.
Really playing up this angle.
Nice girl for circuits and chips.
I didn't read that line right. You could tell the actor just went, wait, where was I supposed to put the emphasis on that one? Ah, fuck it, next.
We don't need to talk about that, do we? That was a real tragedy. Maldonado? Nothing but trouble. I steer clear of that hombre. Maldonado was spying on you? Are you sure it was you?
Yes, he had a fucking camera pointed straight in my face. I'm pretty sure it was me.
That guy's all mobbed up, so I keep my distance. That little gremlin's never forgiven me for stealing his newspapers and using them for blankets.
You also lived in his dumpster, so there's that.
I know for a fact I've never seen this fox before, because if I had, she'd be my lady love.
Did you have to be somewhere when you were filming this? I mean, just if I had, she would be my lady love.
I haven't tried it. They say that the sauce will melt your eyeballs, and that's a risk I'm just not willing to take.
Fair enough.
Me? I'm just living the dream. One chocolate-free day at a time.
And I'm leaving. No one knows this fucking woman. Actually, maybe our fancy new tenant neighbor does.
This is a flashy new neighbor.
No. I think she might be with a customer at the time. Guy just passed right through the door as well. Dang it. I mean, this game was running pretty fine the last time. I don't know what the fuck has happened here, but... Alright. Who else haven't we really talked to? Well, I could ask... Holly?
Not again.
Which is not... Or this guy.
Or worse.
This is obviously not Holly. I just show it around to everyone.
That's a fine piece of humanity there. She stopped by the other day and checked out our selection.
Did she
Took her
really?
about 2 seconds to realize it was all crap. So she seemed to know her stuff.
You're not on the PR team, are you?
I don't know what it is they're serving in there, but it sure as hell ain't barbecue. That guy's a go-getter. Why don't you get him to answer these questions?
I did. It was no fucking help. Likewise, neither are you. Alright, let's go ask Holly. I've missed old Holly anyway. Ding ding.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
I don't know. How's your solidity progressing?
Let me check. I can confirm that Mason Bauers has been a registered guest here. Sorry, Tex. I'm not allowed to give out any more information than that.
Are you not? Oh, what a pity. I was just going through the list. Mason Bauers, guy who ran away when we got mugged. Chased by speeders. Indeed,
If I could smell, I'm pretty sure he would stink. Always looks like he's up to something unsavory. That crusty old perv is always coming in here trying to get a peek at my underpixels.
How does that work?
Yeah, I've seen this woman in here. In fact, she picked up a piece of mail that's been delivered here. I might be able to get a name or address for you. Let me see if I have an image of the envelope.
Then her head turns into an envelope?
Yep, got it. I'll print it out for you.
Where does the printout come out of? Seriously, I have questions.
I think the kid who works here has a crush on me. Maybe one of these days I'll rock his little world.
Okay, that just went from full-on weird to creepy.
The Ritz landlord? Seems like he may have a couple of screws loose, but nice enough.
Okay, we got a printout.
He sends the information about the mystery woman to my smart Alex, and I get a new location on the map. It's on the coast near Monterey. Whoever owns this place has mucho dinero.
Right. Right, we're actually moving. We're actually getting somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna save my game here. Go to Monterey. Because I just if you'll indulge me for a second, I'm just gonna quit the game and restart it and hope against hope that it runs a little better. Also gonna shut down Parsec. No one's using it anyway. And shut down Discord. No one's in the voice chat anyway. So off you guys go. And maybe, hoping against hope, that it runs a bit better now. Yes, these are very nice logos. You've done well. If not, I need a fucking computer restart, and then that's just that. And yeah, it just needs a computer restart. Fuck it, let's go on to the map of things instead. Beach house.
I get in my speeder and realize I'm very wobbly and my vision's pretty fuzzy. I realize it's finally time to get this head wound checked out.
So we're not going there after all.
Now's as good a time as any. I call a cab, and I'm on my way to the North Hill Clinic.
Oh, that's such a fucking cheat. Like, I want to go to this beach house, but you know what? You're actually going someplace else.
Clinic.
Well, I better step on it. You look like you're in pretty bad shape. Your eyes are really bloodshot.
Yeah, you should see him from this side.
Live around here?
Yeah, I do. Live at the Ritz.
I've heard there's a lot of Morlocks in that area.
Morlocks?
That's what they call them. Some new crazy type of mutant.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're attacking people.
Oh, really? Attacking people? She just said that really casually.
Just rumors. But you never know. Things could get worse. Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I was packing heat up here. Didn't mean to freak you out.
Why would you point a gun at me then? You could have just told me.
I got a ride from someone. They shot me, so I'm a little jumpy. It's a nice gun, by the way. I used to have one just like it.
I've had this for a long time. Some idiot threw it out his window.
The head wound is painful for sure. Maybe this Dr. Donahue can help me sort things out.
Dum-de-dum. Shades says, longest wait for a sequel to a point-and-click adventure was a fight between the Sears and Monkey Island. Yeah, it was a pretty damn long time between Overseer and this one. Head wound doing well, I see.
Taylor warned me you might be a problem patient.
Taylor, eh? Okay. Yeah, she got his gun. Or the taxi cab driver got the gun that Tex threw out the window in Under a Killing Moon. Okay, game night, good scolding, or magician's assistant. I think that last one is just him going, ta-da! West, good scolding. Yes, let's do that.
You know, you really shouldn't keep these things on the floor. Germs?
Ah, the bumbling PI.
I'm just gonna assume you've got some head trauma. See what's going on.
Why, I do, thanks for asking. Is this the real life? Is this a pipey dream? Dreams come true now. Vote in the chat, my friends. North, is this real life? Texas, Durindy says Tex is my spirit animal. He's a drunk spirit animal, but a good one. 2 votes for North. There we go.
Weird question for you. Is there any way to tell whether I'm dreaming or not?
Pinch his head.
Know if you're dreaming right now?
Stab him.
Yep, you're awake. So tell me what happened.
I woke up a few hours ago with this goose egg on my head and an injection mark on my arm. I've got no idea how I got them. As a matter of fact, I have no idea about anything over the past 7 years.
Well, you took a pretty good shot to the head.
I think he'd be more scared of this thing.
Caused some short-term memory loss, but not for 7 years. Let's see that mark on your arm. I think we'll need to draw some blood.
I think someone did.
Everything on your form accurate?
Ow! Just stabbed that thing in there. Common allergen? Dyslexia? Or, mostly. I'm going to have more water. Incidentally, Tex being a spirit animal and all that, I was absolutely on board with that. Me and Tex, when I was a kid, like this. Yeah. Summer's in a decisive mood. North or west. And Surya says east. Yeah, good decisive qualities going on there. I applaud you. I applaud your efforts. I'm just gonna go with mostly good. And Tanu says west. So we basically got every... If someone says south right now, then we've officially covered the entire fucking compass. You know, I'm gonna go with mostly. Apparently you people can't make up your minds. I'm smiling.
Everything except my name, address, and billing information.
Oh, I'm guessing your bloodstream's full of cholesterol and toxins, but I'm sure we'll find something else there too. Have
Drugs?
You had an implant?
Implant. Explain yourself. I mean, actually, that might be Tex who needs to explain myself. Bragging rights? Just once. You know, I was a teenager. I was a teenage robot once. Right. Just once. East. Yeah. And Shade says south. Congratulations. This is your participation trophy. Yeah, just once.
Just one, but it was a long time ago. It was in my brain, so I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, that was an overseer, actually.
That injection mark concerns me, but I don't want to speculate. I would really like to keep you overnight for observation.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Hang around until we figure this out?
Yeah, no, not. Wrong business. You know, PI stuff happens, like, all the time. Wandering into a lot of buildings, trying to wander up buildings, dropping anvils. You know, it's PI stuff all the time. Wrong business. Summers is east on one condition. Syria also says east. Well, that's what we're going with then.
Sure, if we can get it done in 5 minutes. While we're waiting, though, could I ask you a few questions?
Which is a weird thing to say to your doctor, but what do you think about me?
I've dealt with many cases of amnesia, but nothing exactly like this. Let's just keep this professional, shall we?
Why does it keep saying points added?
I don't think you could do much better. And yes, I mean that the way it sounded. I believe he runs a diner over on Telegraph Hill.
Okay, can't ask about anything else, so leaving.
After leaving North Hill, I get a cab ride back to my office. After a while, I'm feeling a little better, so I hop in my speeder and head out to the address of the mystery woman, who I hope can give me info on Mason Bauers.
Nice. This is more like it. Fun fact, this is a former vacation home for 3 James Bond villains. Goldfinger!
At least Kevin Murphy had a great time. I think we are coming up on the end of the stream, and I seem to remember that this place has many secrets to offer, including the presence of a certain woman that we've been looking for. So I might just give you a quick tour of the house and present you with the kind of problems that we will be solving in the next episode. For instance, this bullshit over here. I mean, what kind of horseshit? Okay, actually, that was pretty easy. The fuck am I looking at here?
Hello. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue.
Let's have a look at the 8 Lost Rules of Etiquette.
Hello. The 8 Lost Rules of Etiquette. Rule number 1, a friendly greeting could open doors for you.
A kind greeting such as hello. Could you clear off, please, descriptive text? I can't see 43556. Oh, because hello, yeah. On a numeric keypad, that would be 43556. What is this then? Mason, the cryogenic sleep state that has caused so much physical and mental damage to the Morlogs is beginning to affect me. The fresh disease seems to be speeding up, causing serious deterioration on the right side of my face. I do hope you have a solution for me soon. T. So, Mason apparently dabbles in cryosleep. The cryogenic sleep state that has caused so much physical and mental damage to the Morlocks. Okay.
Seems Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration.
Well, couple of unanswered questions in that one. Are there any sofa cushions I can mess with?
Nothing adds personality to a room like throw pillows.
Yes, I can. Ooh, Jesus! I can catapult this cushion all across the fucking. Move up, please.
That's interesting.
Oh shit! Oh, I remember. This place is a scavenger hunt.
Make any interior space look more rugged.
Oh fuck me! Yeah, I remember. You're supposed to find all these baseball cards for one of these stupid logic puzzles. Yeah, there's another
baseball
one.
Card. Used to collect these as a kid. Now I collect past due notices.
I thought you were rich and weird.
Hey, smoke no more cigarettes. I hear they have a smoking deterrent system built right into the cigarette.
Hey, buddy! Do you know 1,000 people stop smoking every day? By dying, you moron! Kissing you would be like licking an ashtray. Get it, dumbass? Did you know that you and I are similar? We both are certified butthead. No, don't kill me. Have mercy.
Well, the system's about as effective as other systems I've tried. But I'll keep these in case I have a smoking emergency.
That was weird. Okay. Neurosurgery for dumbasses.
Now that's my kind of book.
Hey, what? Oh, it's written by Dr. Sigmund Freud. Surgical techniques you can use on yourself in the comfort of your own home. Jesus Christ, DIY neurosurgery, that sounds fun. Hello, I saw something on this. Is there a crouch? Can I must be able to crouch. Please, allow me to crouch. I mean, you can crouch in every other text game. Input. Movement, movement. No, can't crouch. I am very perturbed by that. But okay, I'll just move away then. So I can have a look at it.
Bunny makes me laugh. He's hilarious.
It's a weird thing that you can't actually crouch and look up. And I mean, you can look up and down certainly, but crouch and stand on tippy toes was another thing you could do in the old Tex Murphy games that you can't do here. Red Cat.
The soothing, sultry siren song of Red Cat.
And more baseball bullshit.
Staring at this picture is more exciting than watching a game of baseball.
It is. Baseball is fucking dull.
Isn't that DeForest Bunny from Night of the Lepus? Say hello to my little friends. Now that was a terrible year for wine.
Okay, like I said, tour of the house, birdcage. Or baseball bullshit.
Pillaging must be one of their hobbies. Pillaging must be one of their hobbies.
And here's the rap version.
Pillaging must be one of their hobbies.
That was really annoying, I'm sorry. Upstairs we have a clock with, again, he just sort of catapults these things off the wall. Hiding a very nice keypad, which probably is hello to get in, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I will look around at all this other nonsense.
Zoom portable music device. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom got me one of these while all the other kids were getting iPads and iPods. I remember just how I felt that day. Wonder what happened to it. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Yep, stupid fucking thing. If anyone's ever owned a Zune, Creative Labs Zune, I think it was, they were quite terrible.
No, I could use that.
Could we really? Baseball bullshit. Some more?
Some books.
Just some books, nothing interesting. Nice bit of fire.
I see they like to keep things hot in the bedroom.
And also very visible. I mean, this is some vista.
Impressive, if you're into that sort of thing.
And we're gonna look in here, finding Squat and Diddley. Both of them, actually.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Sleep with a Swedish Fish. Put this in my comic book rack collection in my office.
For reasons unknown. Alright, let's type in the thing. Actually, let's save our game first, just in case it works. Fine. It actually auto-saves, which is very nice of it. I'm just going to save over this one. We are here now. No. Jesus fucking Christ, that actually worked. Hi. How's everyone? And we're on to day 3. Which is a great place to end the episode, I believe. Not that I, you know, the Fast and the Curious. Ugh. Not that I need anyone's permission to end episodes, because that's my prerogative.
To find more information about why sleazy PI Carlos Maldonado has been keeping an eye on my place leads me to a swanky beach house where I'm delighted and surprised to meet an incredibly beautiful woman inside a home medical office. Unfortunately for me, the feeling is not mutual, and she's accompanied by a very lethal friend.
Freeze. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here?
Charming conversation on the vidphone. I knew I had to meet you. Now I'm rethinking that.
You don't remember me, do you?
Well, I wish I did. Does that count?
We met just once, years ago. So did you really come here looking for me? Or are you here for Mason?
And is that your real accent?
The answer is C, all of the above. I came here to find you, but it's Mason I'm looking for.
Well, you'll have to make do with me. Mason isn't here.
So how do you know Mason?
In the biblical sense, I'm his wife, Ariel Bauers.
Ariel, do you come from the sea?
Last time you saw him.
Over a month ago.
No kidding. A wife like you, I'm surprised he ever leaves the house.
Actually, why is she got up in leather? It's...
He has issues. Erratic behavior. Periods of deep depression. It got to be too much.
Psychological problems, huh?
Ironic that the line was, it got to be too much, just as she's shoving a leather-clad ass in our faces.
I think it was just a reaction to stress. His work kept him away for weeks at a time.
So I heard your husband was a neurologist, like a brain surgeon or something.
Or something, yes. He worked in neurochemistry, how chemicals influence neural operations.
So who's he working for now?
Mason never talked about his work, even before we separated. But we stayed in touch. This was the longest he ever went without calling me. I got worried and came here. I found Maldonado's number and called to see if he knew anything.
Yeah, well, Maldonado's not going to be able to help us much because he's dead. Is that who you were coming to see on Chandler Avenue?
Yes, that's right. What happened to him?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to find out. But the trail seems to lead through your husband, who, by the way, I believe has been abducted.
Abducted? Now I'm worried sick. What are we going to do?
Well, to start with, if you could think of anything that could help me out here to find him, that would be a big help.
I will. Feel free to look around here. I wish I could stay and help, but I'll give you my number so you can call me later. And sorry about the gun to the head thing.
Oh, no worries.
Okay. I've just got one of those faces. Probably look better with a hole in it.
Ouch. It's tactical leather when you want to blend into dark and shiny environments.
About Ariel Bauers' motivation. She certainly seems to have an agenda which includes more than just her husband's well-being. What's she up to?
Hubba, hubba. Whew. Is it hot in here, or did my internal fan just crash?
Well, it feels like I'm being played for a sap.
Oh, come on. She's just getting ready to play the field. I'd like to bring her over for a debugging session.
Okay, enough.
Okay, I have questions. I am going to end the stream here, by the way. And then, of course, we'll have a look around this fancy place here. But I get the sense, and this is really the sense I get from most of this game from this point onwards, is that the game is like 10 steps ahead of me. Tex just said, I believe your husband has been kidnapped. Why are we assuming that Mason Bauers was kidnapped? From what I remember, all we know is that there was a kerfuffle and people ran down the street after this guy. We have no reason to believe he was abducted. That's just guesswork on our part. Apparently, Jason, I keep wanting to call him Bauers. Mason Bauers. And his wife were involved in some neurosurgery, picking around some dude's face who apparently was half melting off. And his wife wears leather around the house for no reason. They're split up. He has depression. He's been kidnapped, apparently. And we are no closer to finding out why anyone was keeping tabs on our place, or why we have amnesia, really. So, okay. Look through Mason's lab. Oh, did I run out of characters? Look through Mason's then. Okay, there you go. Back, and thank you so much. Douchey Guy, yes, that is Tom from Mystery Science Theater 3K. Also known as Kevin Murphy. Interesting, his name is actually Murphy. And he's in a Tex Murphy game, haha, weird. Current path, somewhere I'll find you. So that's probably the Chelsea path, actually. Our PI rating is shit, by the way. So, wonder how that's gonna go. Hopefully the game will run a bit better next time. Honestly, don't know what the fuck is up. Maybe I just had too much shit running in the background this time. I had Parsec, I had Discord. Tried turning those off. Probably needs a restart. So hopefully next Sunday it'll be a little bit better. Thank you, Siriar, in the chat for pasting the Patreon link so that next time, maybe, you can get in the voice chat with me if you like. And the SQH Discord, of course, which just disappeared from the actual stream window over here. But thank you guys so much for showing up. It's good being back. I know it's a little. I just gotta get into the groove again. So thanks for you know, sticking with it, I guess. No long outro spiel this time. I just want to wish everyone a happy Sunday. This is my last day of vacation, so tomorrow it's back to work and back to the grind, as it were. So I'm just gonna go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I hope you enjoy yours. Take care. I'll see you around the Chrono stream.